All right, guys. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ryan from Vacation Time with Ryan. Thank you guys for locking in. I appreciate all the love. So today I got a special one for us. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about, did travelers ruin Colombia? Right? Let's get into it. The first thing that comes to mind typically is the dating culture, right? The dating culture of one that travels from their country to date, right? And specifically the men that go over there for the women. Being that there's so many travelers headed over there, it brings us to a question. Did the travel bros ruin Colombia, right? My personal short answer would be no, because it's impossible to ruin a place completely just by going there. And Colombia is huge. Colombia consists of many places, many cities, many towns, right? The cities that people are most focused on, the places people are most focused is Medellin, Cartagena, and then sometimes Cali, and maybe Bogota sometimes, right? Maybe Barranquilla sometimes, right? But for the most part, let's just say Colombia. Let's dig in a little bit. So if you are a man seeking, let's say, a wife, right? And you don't travel very often, but you hear a lot about Medellin and you want to go to Medellin or maybe Cartagena. But let's just use Medellin for example. There's a lot of guys going over there right now. So what happens is when a lot of travelers are going to one specific area, what's going to happen? Put it like this, when a lot of travelers are going to one specific area, and let's say they've seen some videos of beautiful women, and these guys, let's just say they might be interested in paying just to have a good time. And a lot of guys that are going over there and just paying to have a good time, and then you mix that with guys who actually want to go over there and find a stable relationship, sometimes it won't mix well. Because if there's one place specifically that's known for one thing, like let's say guys paying and women giving the guys what they want, and a bunch of people are heading to that specific space, what's gonna happen is when you go there, all you're gonna see is a bunch of those guys that wanna pay to have fun and a bunch of the women that wanna just receive money in exchange for whatever the guy wants. So then it becomes harder to find something real. I mean, that makes sense, right? With all the viral YouTube videos and everything going on right now, what's gonna happen? Of course it's gonna become harder in these big cities if you wanna find a stable relationship. Because what's gonna happen is not everyone that goes there wants to pay to have a good time. Some people just want a genuine experience, wanna meet the locals and just, do their thing. But what's gonna happen is by default, automatically, there's gonna be a perception. Does that make sense? So let's say out of 1,000 men, if 900 of them want to go out there and just pay and have a little fun and go back home and then forget about the person they have fun with, that's going to kind of be the general perception of everyone that comes, right? So you're a good guy, you're not going to pay for no one's time. You want to get to know someone, go on a date, court them, and eventually have a wife, right? What's gonna happen is you're gonna get lumped in to the bunch with these other gentlemen that are going and just paying to have some fun. So my best advice is, if you're looking for a wife or a stable girlfriend, does that mean it's impossible to find one in these areas with a high amount of people that are just going for that? No, it's not impossible. Is the likelihood better in a Medellin versus you going to a city that no one's talking about? The likelihood is probably better you going to a small city that no one knows and you find a young lady that doesn't want nothing to do with that lifestyle, and you learn Spanish. The likelihood of you finding a stable girlfriend and lead into a wife, and you can court her and y'all can get to know each other, and there's no paying for her time and all that, the likelihood is going to be higher. She may not judge you because she's going to be like, wow, what is he doing in this city? Nobody comes here. and he speaks Spanish, so he's not one of those guys. That's how she's gonna look at you. So if that's what you're looking for, a wife, a girlfriend, or maybe even just more of a local experience, I suggest when y'all go to any of these countries, man, whether it's whatever country you choose, I suggest you go to smaller cities. Like when I went to Nicaragua, I had a whole different experience as compared to going to Medellin. It wasn't a bunch of tourists, just paying for what they wanted. And, you find local regular people that don't use Tinder, that maybe don't even use Instagram like that, They're just trying to get by. So you going over there, it's like they weren't seeking you out looking for you. So it's a higher likelihood of you find a real situation, just an example. That's one aspect of it, dating culture. Another aspect, another take on it is the pricing. Maybe you're just a regular traveler and you want to go there just because you heard everyone talking. It's a beautiful place. You love the mountains, you love the scenery, and there's a lot of tourist attractions there. You're not going there specifically to date. Maybe you have to start paying more because there's so much tourists in that one area. You know how it is. It's just like going to Miami, going to South Beach. Now you go on a strip of South Beach, you might pay $200 for a date versus, you could have that same type of a date for $50 somewhere. It's just, you're paying because there's so much tourists and attraction and, everyone's going there. So you're basically paying for where you are, essentially. You get what I'm saying? So when I asked the question, are the travelers ruining Colombia? Personally, I don't think so, because I think bringing a bunch of money into the country is helping the economy, right? But if you're going out there looking for like a wife or a girlfriend, you might say, man, these guys with these YouTube pages are ruining it because, let's say 10 years ago, it might have been a lot easier versus now it's a lot harder because of how things have changed so much. You get what I'm saying? What I'd like to hear, what's your take? What's y'all take on this? Leave a comment, let me know what's your take on the conversation. Are travelers ruining Colombia? Now, to that point, I want to say this. I want to do a whole separate video for this, but since we're here, when I say travelers, I mean if you enjoy traveling. Travel bros, it's men who like to travel. That's why I said travel bros, or just travelers, right? Could be a man, could be a woman. If everyone's going into one spot, is that now ruining the spot? Is it blowing up the spot? It's no longer a secret anymore. It's the cat's out the bag, you know what I mean? Back in the days, maybe 10 years ago, it might have been a little secret. Everybody ain't hear about it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to, oh, babe, me and the guys, we taking a trip to Colombia. Oh, all right, be safe. Nowadays, Colombia, I heard about Colombia. Nah, you ain't going to no Colombia, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm digressing from my point. I just want to say this, man. If you are a traveler and you enjoy traveling, let me tell you something. We are all travelers. I don't know what's going on in the travel space where people want to act like they're better than some other people. Oh, I'm not part of the whatever bros or this and that bros. Listen, man, we are all travelers. So whether you go out there and pay for someone's time or you just go out there to look at mountains and go hiking, I don't care why you travel, we all are travelers. Right now, tomorrow, if a traveler goes viral and he is someone who likes hiking up mountains and he doesn't consider himself a passport bro or whatever you want to call it, it don't matter what he considers himself. Guess what? If he go viral and they post that thing on WorldStar and all these other platforms, what are they gonna say? Passport bro so-and-so got robbed because da-da-da-da-da. So my point is, can we stop going at war and acting like one group is better than the next group? Oh, I don't do this and do that. Man, y'all chill, man. We all enjoy travel. What a blessing that we're all able to get on an airplane, leave our country, origin, the country we were born or raised, or where we're coming from, or where we live, and go out and see different parts of the world. Can we just be happy about that? Sure, some guys are going over there and might be being a little reckless. That doesn't mean that you guys are the same. All of a sudden, when the quote-unquote passport bros got a bad rep, everyone starts denouncing, oh, I'm not a passport bro, I'm not a passport, I'm da 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 da. Bro, we're all travelers. We're all just travelers. That's how I see it. But anyways, that's my take, man. I appreciate you guys watching, man. I ain't gonna go too long on this video. Go ahead and chime in. What do you guys think, man? Did the travelers ruin Colombia? You know what I'm saying? Is it like too saturated now, too much people? Let's talk about it in the comments. It's your boy, Ryan from Vacation Time with Ryan. Thank you for locking in with me. Peace.